Don't play with me, you broke my heart, but I'm also so obsessed with you.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Jules.
I'm Sydney.
And this is So Have You Heard? The radio show where we talk about current events, and if one of us says a certain word, we have to do a silly task.
Yes, ma'am.
It feels so weird to do this without a third person
I
now.
know. I was like, something feels off.
I feel like we're empty nesters.
Yeah. Well, we'll get someone back in. Let me see. My watch says about 4 weeks.
She's looking at a scrunchie.
Yes.
We need to get a dog. Yeah, I'm going to start. I'm just saying.
I love a dog.
Okay.
We should bring the fish in.
What?
We should bring the fish in. Jules and I bought a fish and a snail together.
Yeah. And we can't say their names. We can't say their names because they're very inappropriate.
But they're at Jules' house.
My cat likes to drink the water the fish is in because he's like,
OJ!
Fishy. Yeah. So have you heard Delta Airlines would only play very edited versions of movies that contained a lot of, well, not really like even gay sex scenes, just like things that happen to be gay. One of the key examples, the reason that like people knew about this is because Booksmart, which features a gay character, was edited to the point where they cut out they cut out words that were like genitalia. They cut out, there's a scene where they watch an inappropriate movie in an Uber. They cut out that scene. They cut out a scene where two girls like kiss and almost have sex. I've watched the movie.
Right,
those scenes are all like 10 minutes long.
Really?
So I don't know what they did and they're like essential to the plot. They're like turning points for the characters.
Coming of age type of things.
Yeah, exactly. Not even like a kiss between girls was shown.
But how many like scenes with like romantic scenes are there with straight people? Are there any?
I'm thinking, well, there's one. This girl kisses a guy. There has to be at least one other because if you haven't seen the movie is about two girls the night before graduation trying to find a party.
Okay.
And so at the party, there are like people making out in the bathroom and stuff. They took anything out that implied people being gay, except for, I'm pretty sure, one scene at the beginning where the girl is just like talking about liking another girl.
What?
I know.
I'm pretty sure that happened like on another airline where they just wouldn't like show. Like, I can't remember what it was. Anyway, that's just the stuff that makes you want. That question's like what's the point of even showing the movie?
Wait, you said movie. I got you. Guess what your thing is?
What?
You have to compliment your co-host. And a good compliment. Now, I don't want like a, you look pretty.
I was going to compliment your makeup.
Okay, give me a compliment, a deep compliment about my personality.
I love how hardworking you are and how you always strive to give your 100% in everything you do.
Oh my God, stop.
If you know Jules, you know that she does not like to talk to people when she's stressed, but it means she's in a very hardworking mode where she's just grinding and getting her stuff done.
What are you doing with your hand there?
Like you're writing.
That's not what writing looks like, fam.
If you have seen my handwriting, I don't know how to write.
She doesn't. I remember one time I looked at a sheet of paper and I pointed to something. It looked like a U and then like a tiny dip and then like a line up. And I was like, what is that? And you were like, it's and.
No comment.
Okay, so other movies that they did this to were the Elton John biopic, The Rocket Man.
I just watched that. That was a good movie.
Okay, well, think of any single time there was gay affection in that movie, including a kiss, any implications of sex, anything like that. It was all cut out.
So have you heard? Elton John is in fact gay.
What?
And half that movie is just him coming to terms with the sexuality. Like, at least with this movie, it's like, since it is 2019,
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like one of the things like, oh yeah, she's gay, so what?
Yeah.
But like in that movie, it's the '60s, and it's like you couldn't talk about that stuff. So like that's basically half the plot of the movie. What is the point of even showing the movie if you're not even happy with any of the material? I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm sure that it was like there was a demand for the movie, so they wanted to make money off of it. But at the same time, they were like, well, this isn't allowed.
The tweets that people said.
Here's a tweet. This is truly a bummer. There's no nudity in the scene. What makes it too obscene for airplane viewing? Are there different rules for viewing things on airplanes?
I don't think so. Do they play like inappropriate movies, like rated R movies on airplanes?
I don't know.
I only watch movies on airplanes. I usually just have something like Netflix. You can download certain stuff, so like I just do that. But I don't think there's like specific rules.
Well, I mean, I guess there has to be on some because of Delta. Right. I'm
sure, like no, like NC-17 type of stuff. But I've seen so many tweets of just celebrities being like, "At Delta, you suck."
John Mulaney's Delta Airlines.
Yeah, John. Yeah.
Beautiful. Go watch that. It's
that's
beautiful.
So good.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
I just want to say, I watched a movie. I never watch movies on airplanes.
Me neither. Yeah.
But I watched the one movie. It has Tiffany Haddish. And
Girls Trip.
No, it's another one. Oh, it's she gets out of jail and her sister's like successful. I don't know. The plot is whack. I'm not even going to try to get into it. There's a guy who lives on an oil rig who's an online boyfriend, and she falls in love with a convict, and it's weird. Anyway, in it, there's like a very explicit sex scene. I don't really remember what happened, but it was like 5 minutes long. And I mean, I guess that one was a straight one, so I guess it's okay.
United is like, this is so random. I was thinking, United is like the Verizon of airlines.
That's true.
Oh, there's like the Boost Mobile of airlines.
Yeah. I have my problems with all airlines.
Really?
Literally every single one I've flown, I've either been told I couldn't wear something on them, or the plane like almost crashed. Yeah, did I not tell you?
No.
When me and Carol went to Minnesota, the lady checking our tickets pulled me and Carol aside, and she was like, "Your shorts are too short, and you can't have your shirt up like that." And I was like,
"What?"
Yeah.
That's never happened to me before.
That's happened to me.
I mean, to be fair, like, I usually just wear like leggings and like a hoodie, but like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but they do. Yeah, you hear those things of like you're not allowed to wear like leggings on planes. They will do that. They will do that to you.
So have you heard all airlines are sexist?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, don't objectify my body, and then we won't have a problem.
Yeah, don't objectify my body, and then also maybe let gay people kiss on screen.
Yeah, thank you.
Please.
Can we get something? Can we get something?
How am I gonna in first class?
If you're gay, you can't fly first class.
If you,
actually, they see your blue hair and they're like,
no. That's not allowed.
Nah.
That's not allowed.
Nah.
I'm gay.
Bones away.
Me coming out to Delta Airlines, they like open the hatch at the back of the plane and shove me out.
In case of emergency, can we get someone, an example? Can we have someone come on? Jules like, sure. And like, okay, they throw you off. Well, so do we stand Delta?
No. Do we stand any airline, really?
No. I hate flying. I have a huge fear not huge. I don't enjoy flying. I'm just always scared that I'm going to get a plane crash.
Well, remember, the first and last 16 seconds of... I think this is true. I just read this somewhere, like, years ago.
Okay.
The first and last 16 seconds of your flight are where 90% of the crashes happen. Oh. That's what I always do. I always count to 16, and I'm like, I'm good. And
nothing bad can happen now.
The last 16 seconds, I'm like, maybe it starts now.
No, I don't know. There are a lot of stories of like this. They made a movie about like with Tom Hanks about like and he landed it again like right after because like something happened. I can't remember what happened.
In a river.
Yeah, but people were like, "You're a savior," but he was like, "Oh." Okay, so that's basically all we have to say.
Yeah.
Delta sucks.
Yeah. Gay people suck.
Gay people are allowed to have rights. Thank you.
Yes.
We're gonna play you some music. Should we play some music by a gay artist just to spite them?
Yes, we should.
We should play. We're gonna play a song that hopefully everyone enjoys, and then we're gonna talk about our next segment.
Goodbye.
See you.
Your hospital bed. This was no accident. This was a therapeutic chain of events. This is the scent of dead skin on a linoleum floor. This is the scent of quarantine wings in a hospital. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. The anesthetic never set in, and I'm wondering when the apathy and urgency is that I thought I forget. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure as hell ain't normal, but we deal. Just sit back and relax. Just sit back and relapse again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back. Your regular decorated emergency. This is the son of its skin on a linoleum floor. This is the son of quarantine rings in a hospital. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure is hardly normal, but we deal. The anesthetic never set in, and I'm wondering where the apathy and urgency is that I thought I forget. It's not so pleasant and it's not so conventional. It sure is hardly normal, but we deal. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back, relax, sit back, pop, you can take the kid out of the fight. Your regular decorated emergency, the bruises and contusions will remind me what you did when you wake. You burn your place to stop the ICU's all of him. Camera got you causing a commotion on the gurney again. Your regular decorated emergency, the bruises and contusions will remind me what you did anyway. You burned your place atop the ICU's hall of fame. Camera caught you causing a commotion on the gurney again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Sit back, relax again. Can't take the kid from the fight, take the fight from the kid. Just sit back, relax, pop. You can take the kid out of the fight. Your hospital bed. This was no accident. This was a therapeutic chain of events.
3, 2, 1, and banana. I know you'll see somehow the world's gonna change for me and be so wonderful. Bum, bum, bum. See the brighter side of every rest of me. Leave the rest of me. Leave the rest of me. Hi,
Well
guys.
Well done.
I'm Jules.
I'm Sydney.
And this is So Have You Heard? The radio show where we talk about current events, and if one of us says a certain word, we have to do something silly.
Uh-oh. So have you heard? My Chemical Romance is back.
Woo!
This is 21 Pilots.
Yeah, for
behind
those
us.
of you who can't see, we put up a picture of 21 Pilots because we thought it'd be quirky.
We thought it'd be funny. We're making fun of the kids who still listen to 21 Pilots.
Yeah. If you listen to 21 Pilots still, please
see a therapist. There is help for you.
There is help for liking mediocre music.
I loved them when I was in the 8th grade through freshman year. Me never having a job in my life. Wake up, you need to make money. Like, yeah.
I
Totally.
remember like listening to 21 Pilots and being like, My life is so hard. And now I just look back and I'm like, I hate myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand the point of the music, but it's just like you outgrow it, you know? You just outgrow their music.
Yeah, I feel like after a certain point, you should, I don't know, maybe not resonate with the message as much because you're not an angsty 7th grader.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which.
So, have you heard? My Chemical Romance is back.
They're back, baby.
They're back, baby, and they're better than ever. For those who do not know who My Chemical Romance is, first of all, I am hurt.
And I'm impressed and proud of you.
My Chemical Romance was what some would say an emo band. But yeah, so basically they were just like, they're known for their hits, The Black Parade, Helena, Mama, all the hits. They've been together since 2001, and then they disbanded in 2013.
How old were we in 2013?
We were in 6th grade, 7th grade.
No, wait.
No, wait.
You were 12 in 7th grade? No, you were 13.
No.
You were 4.
No,
you
I was
were
13 in
13.
8th grade. 6th grade, everyone was 12.
So in
2013.
So they disbanded between our 5th and 6th grade, kind of, like around there. They disbanded when we were 11. So why are so many people still obsessed with them?
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
11 years old.
No, because I started listening to them because I listened to Panic at the Disco all the time. They were my favorite band of all time for like the longest time. And then that led to like, Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, etc., etc.
At what point
I was very emo.
At what?
21 Pilots. I went through them all.
At what point did Panic at the Disco become just Brendan Urie?
It's been a very long time though since like it was more than Panic at the Disco. Like it should just be Brendan Urie at this point.
Yeah.
It's too weird to live, too rare to die. I was like that's not right.
Was that the one where it's just him? The one before the album cover, isn't it just 2 people? Who is that?
Yeah, that was for Vices and Virtues. Yeah, that's when it's just him and like Shane. I think that's his name. But I'm pretty sure Shane became like a drug addict or something. I used to know. But.
Yeah, I remember people in 7th grade. I was like, what is Panic at the Disco? And they literally pulled out like a paper and pen and were like, okay, so from like 2009 to this point.
Everyone left one by one.
Wait, we need to talk about MCR.
Right. So basically, their My Chemical Romance, they disbanded in 2013, and everyone was really sad about it, but we moved on. And then
as a nation.
Then in 2016, things were like
Right.
So the summer of our going into our freshman year, so I was literally just leaving my emo phase. They like posted a video of like a white flag waving and like a black cross, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna make a new album. They're back." And then it turned out that it was just a greatest hits album. We got nothing. We just got all the hits all over again, and they were like,
"Give us more money."
Sorry, money is what we were here for, because they all fell off,
Didn't Gerard Way become like a comic book artist?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and it's like a Netflix show now too.
Oh,
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
When people found out that it was just greatest hits album, they're like, "Oh, this sucks." But now they're actually like coming back because they have a show December 20th. What's the place called? It's in LA. Tickets were $150, and I was like
general admission?
I think so.
Wow. Well, I mean, who knows? This could be like the last thing.
Yeah.
I have to say, whenever I think about MCR, I cringe. But the fact that they are actually coming back makes me happy for some reason.
It's like nostalgic happiness.
Yeah. Where I'm like, I can't look at the picture.
The picture is like a screenshot from the Helena music video when he's like he's like with the red eyeshadow. It's just like him like staring at the camera. Looks like he has fangs.
I feel like
he looks like Shane Dawson in the photo.
You stop it.
He looks like
You're so right.
He looks like Shane Dawson when Shane Dawson was like still like had like the long brown hair.
Mm-hmm, that was a bad look.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm mad that I can't see them.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of mean to just have it in
one place.
Yeah.
It's called the My Chemical Romance Return, by the way.
Would it be funny if they just like drop a whole new? It's like a whole new set list, and everyone is like,
in a way, that would be great. That would be great. No, actually, it was a good thing that we put 21 Pilots on, because 21 Pilots did a cover of Cancer, which is a My Chemical Romance song, and everyone was like, "What is this garbage?" But all the 21 Pilots fans were like, "I love this so much."
Because I remember you and Quentin listening to it.
Yeah, we were listening to it.
Damn.
But yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm so happy they're back. I'm mad I can't see them, but it's just like one of those things where it's like too good to be true. We weren't left with much when they disbanded. And to be fair, I wasn't even around. Like, I wasn't even listening to them when they disbanded. I listened to them after. It was like I literally was left with nothing. I'm like, well, now what? What the we gonna do now? You know? Do we stand? I would say so. I stand.
Listen, I will stand whatever creative endeavors they have.
You know what?
This shit is so cringy. I literally cannot look. I remember being in 6th, 7th grade and my friends being like, look at this video of Gerard Way, and it's him like grabbing himself on stage, and I'm like, I want to die.
I literally went from like YouTube, how to be Tumblr, to literally to My Chemical Romance in the span of 6 months. And then my friend showed me a Panic at the Disco song. And it was probably this, I think it was This Is Gospel.
Stop.
And I was like, what is this? And she's like, it's Panic at the Disco. I was like, I'm going to listen to them more. And then I did, and I became obsessed, and now I have their album cover from their first album on my wall.
Is it me that makes you sweat?
Yeah.
Think about it, babe. When the
I love that song. That like awakened my sexual awakening.
Same.
Song.
I was
so
like,
good. I was like, Brendan Urie is doing something to me that I did not know he could do.
the first time I listened to Panic at the Disco
Is it still me that makes you
was
sweat?
seeing Brendan Urie shirtless in concert.
Boys,
and I was like,
yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
I was so jealous that you guys got to see him then. 'Cause I wanted to go to that concert, but my mom was like, "No, you're too young." I saw them. Panic at the Disco tour, Death of the Bachelor. I did not see them last year because I did not like their new album. Something about Wicked.
Ooh, Pray for the Wicked.
Pray for the Wicked.
Wearing
I
a
made
Pray.
it.
If I see one more sophomore wearing a Pray for the Wicked shirt, it's on site.
They usually take 2 to 3 years to make a new album, I'd say.
It seemed more like pop.
Yeah, it was just, I'm trying to say relevant, which they
Yeah.
did. You know, they had singles that were on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
But like, it's at this point, it's like I feel like you know that Brendan Urie is just doing this for money. And
I know, but there was even stuff off like Death of a Bachelor that I was like,
I love that
spoke
album.
to my soul.
Death
I was
of the
like,
Bachelor is like my favorite albums for Panic at the Disco was A Fever Cancel, which is their first album. Death of the Bachelor. I think I like Too Weird to Live, Too Weird to Die, and then Vices and Virtues, and then Pretty Odd.
it just seems fake now.
Yeah.
So let's hope maybe MCR doesn't do that. Wouldn't that suck?
I know.
Wouldn't that suck if they come out with like a pop release?
I'm sorry, like my Chemical Romance did not stay relevant enough to not make anything other than emo music.
Exactly.
So we're waiting, but can we play My Chemical Romance?
Yes, I was gonna say that. Let's play My Chemical
We're
Romance. We
gonna
are
play
not playing the Black Parade one. I hate that song.
No, we're not
That
playing
song
the Black
sucks.
Parade. We're playing Mama, because that's my favorite song by them. And when you go, don't blame us. Yeah, that song slaps.
Okay, well, we'll see you after the break.
We'll see you at the break. Bye.
Bye.
Mama, we all go to hell. Mama, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and wishing you well. Mama, we all go to hell. Oh, well, now, Mama, we're all gonna die. Mama, we're all gonna die. Stop asking me questions. I'd hate to see you cry. Mama, we're all gonna die. When we go, don't blame us. Yeah, we let the fire just fade us. Yeah, you made us so famous. We're never of lies. Mama, we're meant for the flies. And right now they're building a coffin your size. Mama, we're all full of lies. Well, mother was the warden to my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised a baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could count on the infection, naked, amputated ones, you should have been. I could have been a better son. And when we go, no blame our us, yeah. We let the fire just feed us, yeah. You made us so famous. We'll never let you go. She said you ain't no son of mine. For what you done there, get a fine. A place for you and just your mind, your manners when you go. And when you go to return to me, my love, that's right. Mama, we are gonna hell. Mama, we are gonna hell. It's really quite pleasant, except for the smell. Mama, we are gonna
And if you would call me your sweetheart, I'd maybe then sing you a song.
But the that I've done with this other guy, you would cry out to rise along with death after all. Through fortune and blame we fall. And if you can say that, I'll show you the way to return from the ashes you fall. We all carry on. Brothers in arms, brothers in arms. So raise your glass high for tomorrow. We die and return from the ashes you
Hi, welcome back. I'm Jules.
I'm Sydney.
And this is So Have You Heard, the radio show where we talk about current events, and if one of us says a certain word, we have to do a silly task.
Yes, sir.
So, have you heard about silicone pumping?
No, I actually have not.
Okay, well, today is going to be a teaching experience.
A learning experience?
Yes, that. So, silicone pumping is a procedure where liquid silicone is pumped into your body.
Okay.
You can get silicone implants from a doctor, like an actual doctor, and they're 100% pure silicone, which means your immune system doesn't react with it. There aren't a lot of ill effects unless like your implants are put in wrong. Silicone pumping is not done by a licensed surgeon. It's sometimes cut with other substances like olive oil, paraffin wax, or transmission fluid.
Oh.
Your body is likely to attack it. It often hardens or softens. It can move around. It can pinch nerves. It can affect your body in ways like there's one person who's talking about it, and she was saying one of her implants is in such a way that like part of her face twitches involuntarily all the time. So, if you're watching us, I bet you're wondering what silicone pumping has to do with trans pride. Well, silicone pumping is a lot more prominent in poor communities and is also a way for trans women to help alleviate some of the body dysmorphia they feel.
Whoa.
So, like, if you don't have a feminine shape, or you want more of a butt, or your face structure is more masculine, it's easy to go to an illegal doctor and basically get these silicone pumps for $100, $200, whereas actual surgery costs like $5,000 for like a couple of implants.
It's crazy. It's one of those things where a lot of like trans people, a lot of them are in poorer situations and they can't afford to become completely trans, but yet at the same time, the surgeries that they require are extremely expensive, but they can't afford it because of like, you know, things like jobs don't hire trans people. Relationships are really hard if you're a trans person. It's like stuff like factors like that, because a lot of them, like, not everyone, like, you know, Caitlyn Jenner could of course afford it because she's Caitlyn Jenner, but like, yeah, besides the, like, that's because she's Caitlyn Jenner. Not everyone has the same experience as Caitlyn Jenner, where they can be like, well, you know, this
hormone therapy takes months, years.
And then and then people like will attack these trans people for doing like, you did this to yourself, and I'm like, they don't have any other option, and you have no idea what it feels like to not, like, I don't have this struggle, thank God, but like, imagine being born into a gender that is not your gender, and then being attacked for that, for trying to make a difference, and like, because it's like your only option.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing.
Makes me so mad.
People turn to things like silicone pumping, and then that leads to more health complications, which leads to more money down the drain, which leads to someone being stuck, like you were saying, in a cycle of poverty, where like, there's nothing you can do. At that point, you are making money to get rid of the debt you have.
The suicide rates for trans community,
terrible.
Insane.
Like, oh, God, we gotta look up.
You look at the statistics. No, but it's just like, and yeah, of course, it's not smart to be injecting yourself with hormones that aren't legal or whatnot. But it's just like, it's not as simple as going to the doctor and getting a prescription.
Word. Sorry, that's a word. Doctor. Sorry, such a serious topic.
Doctor.
You have to sing a whole pop song.
Obviously, for 3 minutes long. Please don't say side to side.
Side to side. Do side to side.
No.
Why not?
It's we all know what side to side's about.
Bicycle. You could do
choir,
Problem,
and
you could rap
Problem.
Iggy Azalea's verse.
Is that all I have to do?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Wait, can I play it in the background?
Yeah. Do the karaoke. Well, I might as well stand up for this then, shouldn't I? This is a concert.
Well, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sit down.
I won't be in frame. This is so bad. It's Iggy Iggs. I got one more problem with you, girl. Hey, baby, I hate you. I wanna love you. I want you. I should be wiser and realize that I've got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem.
Yeah.
I got one less problem. Yeah. Every time you touch me and say you love me, head in the clouds, God know it on my shoulders. I should be wiser and realize that I've got one less problem without you. Got one less problem. One less problem without you. It's Iggy Iggs. What you got? Iggy, the biggie, the big, here, Jackson. I'm thinking I love you. Thought it was more than I love your presence. No half stepping. Either you want it, you're just playing. Let's listen to you knowing I can't believe what you're saying. There's really reason, baby. So don't be dumb. I got 99 problems, but you won't be one. Like what? One less problem. Hey. One less problem. Head in the clouds, got no weight on my shoulders. I should be wiser.
Hit that whistle
and
tone.
Realize that I've got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. One less problem without you. What is over? One less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem.
Woo!
So I hope I think my Grammy. They said my Grammy would be coming in the mail. Like,
the mail.
They said 5 to 7 business days. So. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
I forgot what you were saying, but I remember that
talking
before.
about this, like, poverty and whatnot.
Yeah, I remember before we had talked about suicide rates for trans people, and they really most of the statistics are on trans youth. In a survey by the American Academy of Pediatrics, it says that of the people surveyed, more than half transgender males reported attempting suicide, 30% of transgender females attempted suicide, and 40% of non-binary youth attempted suicide.
I would just ignore those statistics as if they're nothing. And they're like, oh, it's 2019, you know, people are way more accepting now. I'm like,
there are so many different levels of, like, accepting someone in society.
There's tolerating and accepting.
Yeah, exactly. It's so sad that it's like a whole group of people is discounted because of people's views on what gender is and how it should be expressed.
And how it doesn't even affect you whatsoever. It's like, if it doesn't affect you, why do you care so much? Like, why do you care so much? Let people be who they want to be. Be yourself.
And let others be themselves
too.
Like we were talking about Delta.
Yes.
And
what was
with
that?
the Delta thing, I feel like they didn't include the gay parts of the movies because they were indecent. And a lot of people view gay people like that just because, I don't know, I feel like
I feel like they view all gay sex as automatically indecent.
Yeah. I feel like that goes back to like AIDS and stuff.
Yes,
and
yes.
being like, gay people are
Right.
the devil. But like, what's the reason that so many people hate trans people?
Just because it's like, why God gave you this body, you should accept your body. There are two genders. It doesn't make, like, heteronormative genders. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, why do you, like, you know what I mean? When you think about it, I could understand why someone would be baffled. But
It doesn't mean you have to put it into law.
And yeah, it doesn't mean to lawfully enforce it on everybody. Mind your business.
Yeah. With a lot of things on here.
Exactly.
Don't think about MCR.
Oh, come on, wait a minute. Look, come on.
Don't think about them. Mind your own business. Don't talk about MCR.
Don't twist my words now.
Let trans people do what they want. Let gay people do what they want. And also ignore MCR and everything they've done. I was on the outskirts. I saw how crazy you guys are. I saw how crazy y'all are.
If it were
Don't go back.
Me, who has been a part of the emo culture or whatnot, if it were me telling you guys to mind your own business, it'd be different. But it is not. It is you. You had no right. You cannot
Please, I don't want to lose more friends to MCR. Please.
Can't take the kid from the fight. Take the fight from the kid, which is about the lead guitarist's dad being alcoholic, and the kid is the dad, and the alcohol is the fight. Also, that's my favorite song by Patrick Disco.
Okay, we'll see you after the break.
You want to, I hope your flowers bloom.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Jules. And this is So Have You Heard? The radio show where we talk about current events, and if one of us says a certain word, we have to do a silly task.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
Have you heard?
No.
Okay, what am I talking about?
I'm like,
So.
no, and the show ends.
So have you heard? No. Jules put her mic in their mouth.
Okay.
So have you heard? Beto O'Rourke, former United States representative and
Could
presidential
we call
candidate.
him Beto O? Because
Beto.
his last name and his first name together,
They make no sense.
it's so hard to say.
Beto O'Rourke.
Beto O'Rourke. Beto
O'Rourke.
O'Rourke.
There's an
Beto
R. That's why I'm
O'Rourke.
like, is it O'Rourke
Beto
or is it
O'Rourke.
O'Rourke?
Beto O'Rourke.
Beto O'Rourke.
Beto O.
Beto O'Rourke, former United States representative and former U.S. Presidential candidate, has dropped out of the race. And a lot of people are kind of sad about it. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sad, I guess.
Do you keep up with politics?
I had not been able to. I made it a goal to keep up with debates, but I have a thing called college apps, and that kind of gets in the way of stuff.
True.
He dropped out because he believed that his campaign just wasn't like as wasn't working for him as like he knew like it wasn't gonna be like he just knew he wasn't gonna win, I guess. For those of you who don't know, Beto O'Rourke, he like was a Democrat, or he's a Democrat. He's not dead. And he fought for like climate change, LGBTQ rights. He was a huge guy, a huge fan of gun control laws, just fought for the people, and after the whole El Paso shooting that happened in August, which is where he's from, El Paso, Texas, like people like kind of like started to support him more because like he started raising more awareness about gun control and stuff like that.
Okay.
He wrote like a thank you letter, about resigning, and I can read a little bit of it. I'll read the beginning, and then there's like a highlighted part where it says, "Our campaign has been seeing about clearly, speaking honestly, and acting decisively in the best interest of America. Though it is difficult to accept, it is clear to me now that this campaign does not have the means to move forward successfully. My service to the country will not be as a candidate or as the nominee. Acknowledging this now is the best interest for those in the campaign. It is in the best interest of the party as we seek to unify around a nominee, and it is the best interest of the country."
Do we fully believe those motives? Because
Ooh, conspiracy.
conspiracy. Well,
Probably-
no, it's not conspiracy.
Maybe
I
he's got
just feel
some
like
dirt, and it might ruin him, and he doesn't want it to blow over.
I wasn't even thinking of that. That would be tea.
You can't tweet anything anymore.
Hey, listen, if you guys are ever considering tweeting something that you're like, haha, it's funny, but it may be offensive, don't tweet it. Leave that in drafts.
Yeah. Show your friends still, but not all 2,000 followers you got.
Yeah, listen, because you will do something in the future, and your Twitter will pop up.
Someone has screenshots. Someone can hack into it. My mom is like really good with technology, and she said to me once, she's like, "Sydney, like if you ever did something stupid and you deleted it, I could find stuff that would ruin you." And I was like,
Mom, you're running for president,
And
and she's
me.
like, "You're coming home for dinner, right?" And you're like, "Mom, the campaign is really busy," and she's like, "I have what you tweeted on December 1st, 2017 about wanting a certain MCR member deep inside of you. So I suggest you come home right now."
I'm like, I'm on my way. Basically, it's just him saying like why he decided to run for president, like why he didn't find it successful. Just like, and he says, "At this moment of the truth for our country, we laid bare the cost and consequence of Donald Trump, the rise in hate crimes, the terror attack in El Paso, the perversion in the Constitution, the diminished standing of the United States around the world. But we also made clear that the common responsibility to confront him, to hold him accountable, Trump, and ensure him that he does not serve another term in office, committing ourselves to this task not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans first before we are anything else."
So
he wants to impeach Trump. If you can't tell.
I think that's clear. So he's basically saying, "I'm dropping out so that you will vote for another Democrat who will win."
Yeah, exactly.
Or for another candidate, I guess, because he says in there Republican.
He just really doesn't want Trump to win. But
could you imagine, like, basically giving up your whole career to be like I don't like this guy. Like, I don't like him. I don't like what he says. I don't like what he stands for. I don't think he's doing a good job. I will willingly give up my career for him to get booted.
I kind of can.
Legendary.
At this point, I can.
There are people in my life where I feel like if it was either I become successful and they become successful versus neither of us become successful, it's neither. You ain't getting nothing.
His campaign just was like he was running out of money. He wasn't making a lot of opinion polls. But I thought he had a good chance, honestly. People love him.
I thought, listen, I do not keep up with politics. I know I have to because I have registered to vote.
Me too. If you will be 18 by November.
Yes.
If you will be 18 by November, register to vote. It takes like 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Max.
It really is easy.
It's
I
so
did it in a
easy.
passing period.
I did it in class. Oh no! But it's only because my teacher said we could, because it's that important. It's that important when my teacher took out the time for us to learn to register to vote.
The only information you need to sit down with is the last 4 digits of your social security.
Which you should know by now.
You need your driver's license number or your passport number.
Yeah. So if you don't have your driver's license, you can use your passport. So
yes, or your Illinois state ID.
Yes.
So any of those things, please register to vote.
Please register to vote.
We'll see you at the polls.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, please vote for me and Sydney.
We're taking Beto's place.
Yes, we're gonna take all of his money and just run. What I was saying with my uneducated view is I heard that a lot of people liked him, like people who liked him loved him.
Right.
But that wasn't like a vast majority of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm hoping that the new candidate is, might be the next president.
I know. I feel like a lot of people have been. Who are the Republicans who are running? All I know.
Sorry.
Just listen. The only people I know who are running are like Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, because they're the people
Harris.
That SNL makes fun of the most.
No, you know why? Because we've only had Democratic debates. We haven't had any Republican debates yet.
Really?
I believe so.
Guys, why do I not understand how politics work?
It's confusing. There's so much that happens, and you're expected to know so much about people that you don't even know about. These people come out of nowhere. What 17-year-old is going to be like, I wonder, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't apply
I know.
Quite yet.
It's hard. I mean, we could talk about politics every week on the show, but I think that would just get repetitive.
And so boring.
So boring.
Because they're all fighting for, basically the same ideas depending on the side. Just, they so-and-so wants gun laws, but so-and-so wants really strict gun laws, but so-and-so doesn't want, extreme gun laws. It's like... It's just exhausting. Can't blame him for dropping out.
Yeah, he's probably like, I'm done. Yeah. Peace out.
So much money.
Yes, campaigns cost millions of dollars.
It's not like buying... it's not like, I'm just going to buy a TV ad and hope for the best. No, you have to travel across the country, meet people, get them to make sure they like you.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally just selling yourself.
Yeah.
For the whole country to see. Could never be me.
Yeah, I think that I would just say something dumb on TV.
Y'all
don't know how much
Twitter I'd be being like Harry Styles.
Yeah,
and they'd be like,
never mind.
Cut the cords.
But y'all don't understand how much editing goes into this show.
Oh yeah.
Where we edit out things that we cannot say.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
Yes, we can.
I would be terrible at giving a speech in real time, and they're like, "What do you think about this?" And I'd be like, "Fuck them." And they'd be like, excuse me?
Yeah,
what did you say about the orphans?
Politics scares me.
It does.
People like who they like. I don't think I've met anyone who's ever been swayed to another political party.
I have talked to multiple people who have said either their friends or their parents or their aunt and uncle or cousins have been swayed by the person they've dated or married.
Yeah.
That was, who was it religion. The other day?
Imagine just changing a huge part of your life just for someone else. But I guess that's the whole point of relationships, I guess. I wouldn't know. Oh.
we need to end this.
Yeah. Do we stand Beto? Beto?
I mean, looking at his face,
he looks so. That's the picture of him. He looks so tired.
Yeah. Listen,
No.
I don't know anything about
it's one
him.
of we don't stand because we just don't know them. You can't stand someone
no,
you don't know.
There's an absence of stan and not standing.
So we're just indifferent.
Yes.
So we are indifferent. You didn't say any of my words today.
I'm so sorry. Well,
I'm losing.
yeah, you are by a lot.
By a lot. Like by 5.
If you guys want to see me crush Sydney again next week, tune in at the same time or continue watching
us
this
on
YouTube series. Oh, yeah. If you like the show and you're listening live, please go online, go on YouTube, and type in these words. So, have
S-O.
you heard?
HABEYOUHEARED.
Yes. And the first thing that comes up is us. You can
And the
watch
first
all the episodes.
We have a playlist of them. So
yes,
you're like,
it's so
what's in
cute.
order?
We'll put a link in this video so you can sign up to vote if you really want.
Yeah.
We're so cute.
Wow, we're just changing the world one story at a time.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
I am free, yeah, come water me, oh, love you so, but if you don't, I have to leave, oh, no, I am free, yeah, come water me, oh, love you so, but if you don't, I have to leave, oh, no, woo, it's high, I think I wanna kick off both of my sides, I can feel it boiling up in this pot, I close my don't get fed, is you hungry or not, like, operator, caboose, like, choo-choo, bless my trainer, thank God, I'm getting thicker, and I got 'em sweating in the middle of the winter. I don't get dehydrated, I moisturize it daily. I am my inspiration, but I love you no limit. I need to know you in it. If you got time, let's spin it. Oh yeah, I am free, yeah, come water me. Oh, love you so, but if you don't, I have to leave. Oh no, I am free, yeah, come water me. Oh, love you so, but if you don't, I have to leave. Oh no, ooh, I think I need a wash rag, perspiring. Give me that sweet tea. You think I'm playing? I need it all night, no sleep. You can get it in the kitchen if you're sweating at the sheets. Like operator, you got me like Mike Jackson. Thank God, I'm getting thicker, and I can make you boil up, baby. Let it simmer.